doing just a quick demo of something I have demoed maybe a couple years ago. It is my Valentine heart, which is I titled Love is Messy, because we know love is messy. And this is a very, very abstract, messy heart. Really fun to do though. So I have my tiny little brush. I have a piece of synthetic paper. This is Yupo, but you could use whatever synthetic paper you have. I have a palette, which isn't super clean, but it'll do. I have some isopropyl alcohol. I have a couple ink colors. I have Ranger Boysenberry, Glacier, Botanical, Gum or Fiesta, and Sunshine Yellow. But I mean, use the colors that speak to you, that you like. So the way I'm going to start is I'll start with some of Boysenberry. And the very beginning of the heart is just going to be a little V, sort of in the center of the paper. And we know how those inks can spread, so I'm just very lightly doing that. And I'm just going to let that sort of wait till that sort of stops moving. I also like to, if you can just blow on it, that's going to make the alcohol evaporate a little bit quicker. Let me zoom in so you can get a little closer look at what I'm doing here. All right. And then I'm going to go into, actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another one of these with this color, another sort of ring, but I'm going to do it out here. And again, I'm not trying to be super, I want it to look like a heart, but if it's a little bit bigger on one side than it is on the other side, so be it, because it's going to get even messier from here. Now I'm just going to wipe this off on my puppy pad, clean off my brush. And now I'm going to go in with a little bit of blue. This happens to be Glacier, but any blue will do. Or again, you can use whatever colors that speak to you. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around this middle heart, and it is going to run into that boysenberry color, and it's going to blend. And it's got some beautiful things going on, like right here where those two colors hit each other. I can make it a little bit bigger if I want. I don't care that it's not perfectly heart-shaped. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come out here. I'm going to do blue out on this outer edge too. And notice I'm getting really close so that they do overlap a little bit. You can turn your paper if it's easier for you to maneuver. All right, so I'm starting to lose a little bit of the shape here, so I'm going to just go out like that. Okay, wow, hot mess, but really, it's really pretty. It's very, very pretty. All right, I'm going to go to another color now. I think that within this little white area, I'm going to use some yellow, because I'm thinking in terms of yellow works well with pink, makes an orange color, and it works well with blue. So I'm going to end up with some other colors in there. I'm just going to sort of go right around this whole area. And again, I'm not too scared that it's going to overlap, because look at that. Look at that beautiful blending. If you want to slow down the spread of the inks, just blow on it. Some people might say, "Oh, that's just a mess," but it is supposed to be messy. Messy hearts. Love is messy. All right, so now I'm going to go in with a little bit of, I think this other pink color, which is a little brighter pink. Wow, that is fluorescent. I'm going to go around this outer edge here. And again, where it overlaps or blends in with the blue, it's going to turn a little bit purplish. So we'll end up with all these colors that we weren't even expecting. Again, I'm going to just try to keep those little areas up on top. Look at that. How fun is that? All right. Now I'm going to clean up because I'm going to go back to the yellow. Again, oops, I did not. If it beads up on your paper, that is probably because you didn't get all the alcohol off your brush. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to go around like that. Again, if it overlaps and they start to blend together, just wipe that off before you go back in for more yellow. And then let me go around the top here. I don't want to block the view though, so I probably will turn this. Got a lot of ink on my brush because I want it to spread. If you only have the tiniest little bit, if you knock it off and you only have the tiniest little bit and you make a tiny little line, they're not going to get messy this way, and this is really what we want. All right, so now I think I could actually use green, or I could just go back to the blue because where it overlaps, it's going to turn green, which I think is what I'm going to do. You could really do this heart with just 2 or 3 colors. Okay, I'm going to go up here. Ooh, now where it hit that yellow, we get sort of like aqua color, which is really pretty. Make this really big up here. Make this big up here. Sometimes when you do it upside down, you don't really, you're just looking for the outside line. Makes it so that you're not trying to be too perfect. Yep, and so where it overlaps with the yellow, I end up with some green. This is just amazing. Okay, and I mean, you can keep going out farther and farther and farther. I think I'm only going to do a couple more rings because I think I am going to matte this, which is going to take off a little bit around the edge. Ooh. Sometimes it's nice to ground it and actually have that final ring be the same color as your center. It's up to you. Around here. And I'm starting to go off right off the page in some spots. Wow, that is so pretty. Okay, I have to think if I'm going to keep going or not. Another thing that you can do if you want to is add a little bit of little design work in here. That I like to do with the alcohol blending solution. You can use the alcohol, but I find the blending solution works a little bit better. And here I'm going to get some on my brush, and I am going to tap off because I'm just going to do some little dots like in this blue part here. Maybe that's not enough. And just those little dots of blue. Look at how that just elevates this. How fun is that? And they're not all the same size, and they're not evenly spaced. This again is an exercise in not being perfect. You don't need to be perfect. All right. And you could do that on more of the rings if you wanted. I think what I'm going to do is use this bright pink again as a little line right within this purple. So this purple outside line is so thick that I can just sort of go within it and create a little line of pink. It's subtle. As subtle as hot pink can be. And sometimes it takes a little bit. It takes a little while for that to show itself and that really to sort of come through. So again, you could keep going if you want to, farther out and farther out. I think I'm going to stop here because I'm going to make this into a card. Let me see. Well, let me see. I could either mat it or I could cut it down to put it on a card, which I think is what I'm going to do. But just super fun exercise in color, you know, trying out different colors next to each other to see what happens, and also just letting go so that you're not so precise. You want to just be, you know, just very loose, very loose. So this is my Love is Messy heart. I hope you like it. And let me know if there's something else you'd like to see me paint. Thank you. Bye.